something from the infamous Caltrick, the cheapest eBay parts you can find. Here we go. We have something that I have not really talked about yet, but that is that the XJ650's clutch slips a lot. Not all the time, but it slips quite a bit. So I've got some brand new clutch friction plates here, and yes, these are Caltrick. I've used Caltrick clutch plates in the past, and they're not too bad at first. They probably don't last super long, but they were only like 20 bucks, so can't beat it. We've got one final box here, and that is some more oil. We've got the Honda GN4 10W40 oil going in a Yamaha because Honda knows what's up. Before we can install this clutch plates, you gotta soak them in the motorcycle oil. So here we go. Okay, got a little plastic tray, fits these clutch plates perfectly. Now let's fill this up with oil and soak these plates, because we don't want to be installing any dry ass clutch plates. I've heard that that is not a good thing to do. So let's soak these guys in some oil for a good little bit. There we go. Now we let that sit, and those will be ready to get installed. It's time to toss the new clutch plates in. We got to remove the clutch cover, obviously. Next, we got to remove the clutch cable. Now, hopefully we can reuse the gasket here. We're going to find out in about 1 second. I think I should pull these bolts out, just so I remember. The long bolts go on the 2 bottom corners. All the other ones are short, the same length. All right, come on now. Ooh, we gotta be real careful here. I want to reuse this gasket. Oh. Wow, we did good. This looks super clean. The gasket is fully intact. Oh, this looks really nice and clean inside. Now that we're in here, we got to remove the pressure spring bolts. Now we can remove the first plate here. Looks pretty good. Yep. These friction plates were definitely a little bit overused, but not horrible. I wonder if we can do this without removing the basket. That'd be nice. Let's see. All right. We got it all. Nice. Things to check for when you're doing a clutch. See these little marks on the inner basket. Those look pretty much fine, but if they're worn in to where you can actually feel a divot, you want to check on these teeth too, on the outside hub. If you can feel like a deep groove there, then you need to sand and polish all of those up, or else you'll have a sticky clutch, and no one likes a sticky clutch. We can compare the new friction plate to the old one. Definitely the same size, but let's take a look at the thickness there. Kind of hard for you guys to tell, but I can tell with my eyes that these ones are definitely thicker, so that is going to fix my clutch slipping problem. Nice. Count, make sure we have the right number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can throw those old ones away. Let's count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 8. And the next thing to do is clean all the oil off of these steel plates. And they're not super shiny. It looks like someone has already done this like not too long ago. You can see some sanding marks still on these. We want to definitely clean all the oil off first. There's some, looks like some rust pitting on this one. Not a great thing, but it's pretty minor. Something to look out for. It's indicative of this bike sitting for a while, that pitting. Then we're going to take a nice new sheet of 400 grit sandpaper, and we're just going to sand these guys up. Steel plates are all nice and sanded. I'm going to clean them off with some WD-40, as Hank Heel says. Got all our new hardware ready to go in. Now we're just going to alternate steel plate and friction plate. Then the throwout bearing and pressure plate go back in. Just like that. Then the bolts and springs. Use a torque wrench to tighten these bolts down. The torque should be 7.2 foot-pounds. Don't want to over tighten these because they break pretty easily. Ask me how I know. Let's go ahead and close this guy up, get the case back on. I'm gonna line up this throwout bearing thingy here, and should be facing down like that. Okay. Say goodbye, everyone. Say goodbye to the clutch. Bye, clutch. Okay, I think it's safe to go ahead and reinstall these bolts. I think these two long ones go on the bottom corners. Yep. There's a little bit too much slack in the clutch cable, so I'm going to adjust it by first loosening the lock nut and then loosening the bottom nut. I need to take about that much slack out of it. Here we go. That's tightened up. I'm going to tighten these bolts up the rest of the way by hand. Bingus. Okay, all good. Bend this tab back in just to hold that cable in there, and that's it for the clutch. Feeling that turbo makes all the little problems this bike has worth it. Whoa! Just spun tire there. That was not the clutch slipping, that was literally the back tire spitting out once it hit in a boost. Once all that power went to the back tire, it started spinning, especially on that wet puddle back there. So yeah, I'd say this bike is definitely running better now, and for sure starting better and easier. So I think mechanically this bike is all good, except there's still that oil leak and this battery indicator. So those are the two things we still gotta fix.